Welcome back. In this video we're going to go ahead and talk about logging output into the console. Alright, as an Android developer, as you start developing applications and work in the Android Studio, there will be times, in fact many times, you will find yourself wanting to display certain values as you develop. Not necessarily displaying on the screen, but displaying here on the console, so that you can debug, you can take a look at how things are being computed in your functions, in your code. So Android has this, they call Logcat here. It's a console. Run your applications, all the information is displayed here. And the good news is you could actually go ahead and look at different kind of log output that your app outputs while it runs. Now there's a class log which has all the functions that we need to spit out, to log out values that we want to see here in our Logcat. So the first thing we do is, let's call this log dot. The moment you go dot, you can see there's different ones here. So this is log E, log D, and R, and all of those. The main ones that you use are the log V for verbose, and you see it takes in a string tag and a string message. The string tag is just a tag you specify so that you know which activity, which window, or which class that you're working on is outputting whatever you want to output. Meaning that if I'm working on this main activity here, I want to know that, okay, this output is actually coming from the main activity. So it's just a way for us to identify where the logs are coming from. Now the best way to do this, the first thing we need to do, it's recommended that we create a static variable here that's going to hold our tag. We can then put our tag name. So we say private static final, because it never changes, string, say we're going to call tag. And it's customary also to make sure all of the static variables to be names needs to be uppercase so that we can differentiate. It's just a recommendation, or let's call it main activity. You can call whatever you want. Just remember, this is going to be used to identify this activity when it starts spitting out all of those logs. So then let's say we can go here and say log dot, and this time we want to debug, and the same thing. So we go enter. That means here inside we can then call the tag that we specified there, here, as you can see. Just enter, and the second argument is whatever we want to show. We can show hello from here and save. Now if we run this app, again, this is the app we've been working on, where you have the Apple image, you click on it, and then a text view is populated with Apple is good. So if we run this, we should see on click, we should see this hello from here. It's not going to be in our app per se, but it's going to come and show here in our log. Okay, app is running. Now I want you to pay close attention here to our log. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so I'm going to hover over here until I see these two arrows there and go like this. So we can see, as you can see, it's doing a lot of things here. But what we very important, what we're looking for here is the debug, right? Because as you specified, you said log.d stands for debug. So here in the log levels, you can just click this arrow here and go and find debug. That means it will just show all of our debug logs. So now just keep your eyes in here. If I go like this, you can see it says here hello from here. You see it says D, that means debug, main activity, that's the tag, and you see here it says hello from here. And of course you can use different levels of log. So log.v for verbose, same thing, as you can see, it takes in the string tag and the string message. So we can go do the same thing. We're gonna specify a tag, another hello, save, and run this again, and it's running. So if you go back here, again, keep your eyes here. So you go like this, and you see hello from here. Now it's just showing the debug hello from here. Why? Because we here specify just to show debug. Now if we want to show the verbose, we just go like this, and you see V, another hello, because we said verbose. Now you can also, because as you can see there's a lot of things going on here, you can search for a specific log. So you could say, for instance, main activity. As you can see, start searching and it shows you only main activity logs. So it's a very, very handy tool, especially when things are not working correctly. There's values that you're not sure, how they're getting there, and you just want to debug. You want to go through your code and test things out without necessarily showing here in the views. So great. Go ahead and play around with your log class. It has a lot of functions there, and it's just good to know about the logs, because we're going to be using them in our next videos. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.